Aunt Millie, we are here today talking about World War II. So we're going to ask you a few questions, and if you can just answer, we'd appreciate it. If you can state your full name.
Millie Koenen.
Great.
And Mom, where were you born?
Augusta, Missouri.
What year were you born?
June the 4th, 1919.
1919. And how many were in your family?
Oh,
How many children were in your family?
2.
5.
When she was born, there was 2 sisters.
Oh, yeah. And what were there a total of how many girls in your family?
5.
And did you have any brothers?
No.
So you had no brothers that went to war. Do you know what you were doing at the start of the war? When the war started? Do you know what you were doing when you heard the war started?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Aunt Dottie?
Yes,
Okay.
I remember.
Okay, state your full name first.
Dorothy Bozenius, Dorothy Koopman,
And when were you born?
October 28, 1922.
And you and Millie are sisters.
Yes, we are.
And where do you rank in the family?
I'm the 4th girl.
Okay. And do you remember what happened when the war started?
Yes, I do. I was at Marge Margaret now, her house, and she had a family of 6 brothers, and there was a bunch of boys there too. And we heard that on the radio, and everybody was glued to the radio that afternoon. And that night we went to a dance in Augusta, Missouri, and there was more people crying. All the older people, the mothers, and they were all crying, and they were playing real sentimental pieces all night, but we still enjoyed ourselves because we all liked to dance.
And where did you dance? Where was that? Do you remember?
Legion Hall in Augusta, Missouri.
Legion Hall in Augusta, okay.
Okay, Millie, where did you work during the war, when the war started?
I worked at Garlands.
And what was Garlands? Was it a clothing shop?
No, it was a furrier shop.
And where was it at?
It
In
was
down,
on 6th and Delmar,
and then in what city?
St. Louis, Missouri.
In the downtown area?
Yes.
Okay, if you could tell me your full name,
Millie Koenen.
and what was your maiden name?
Millie Koenen.
And where were you born and raised?
Augusta, Missouri.
And your parents were?
Fred and Martha Koenen.
All right. And your grade school was Immaculate Conception? Your grade school where you went to school?
Yeah, that was.
And how many children were in your grade?
In my grade,
About.
about 8.
And can you give me any first and last names of them?
Ewald Richter.
Yeah,
Ewald Richter.
Viola
Viola who?
Struckup,
Okay.
and
Everett Strickhoff. Everett Strickhoff.
Everett Struckup, Raymond Struckup, and
Ewald Richter. Was it Ewald Richter? Ewald Richter?
well, he was younger than I.
Okay, well that doesn't matter, that's okay.
Zeta Woolrich? No, she was
And then I know you came to St. Louis when you were like 17, right?
18.
18. And then I know you met Dad when Dad is, who did you marry? What is his name? What was your husband's name?
My husband, Herbert Koenen,
And who was your fiance before Herbert?
George Boland.
And then what happened to George?
He got TB and he died.
And then when did you meet Dad? Was he in the service when you met Herb Koenen?
They were both in service.
And how did you meet Herb?
Through,
dance or something, wasn't it?
no, through Oscar.
Oscar who?
Oscar.
Oscar Freihat. That was your sister, Lori Freihout, married
Yeah.
Bob Freihout, and Bob Freihout's brother was Oscar, and Herb Koenen was Oscar's friend. Is that how it went?
That's how it went.
And there was a party, a get-together? Can you tell me about that night?
I don't know.
Okay.